Hi everybody, a warm welcome to you. Welcome back to English grammar class. Today I am going to teach you about have and have got. We use have and have got for possessions, illness, relationships, appointments, etc. I will get them across to you by a few examples. Here, take a look at these sentences. I have a bicycle, or I have got a bicycle. I have a bicycle and I have got a bicycle. Both these sentences give the same meaning. I have got a bicycle doesn't make any difference from the sentence I have a bicycle. But here, in the first sentence, we use have as main verb, whereas in the second sentence we use have got a bicycle. Here have functions as a helping verb. I have a bicycle means I own a bicycle. I possess a bicycle. Let us move to the second sentence. We have two pairs of shoes. We have two pairs of shoes. You can also say we have got two pairs of shoes. There is no difference in meaning. You can say either way. You have health problems or you have got health problems. You have health problems. You have got health problems. She has long hair. She has long hair, or she has got long hair. Both these sentences give the same meaning. He has a gold chain. He has a gold chain means he possesses, he owns a gold chain. He has got a gold chain. Similarly, it has sharp claws. It has some animal. It has sharp claws, or it has got sharp claws. Okay. Look at this sentence. They have own houses, or they have got own houses. Here, have is used with I, we, you, they. When the subject has these pronouns, when these pronouns are the subject of a sentence, we use have, while we use has with he, she, it. He, she, it takes has. I, we, you, they takes have. We also use have and have got to talk about illness. Look at these examples. I have a headache. I have a headache, or I have got a headache. She has back pain. She has got back pain. The baby has a cold. The baby has got a cold. They have tonsillitis. They have got tonsillitis. He has jaundice. He has got jaundice. She has fever. She has got fever. He has a sore throat. We have ulcer. We have got ulcer. You can use have or have got. We also use have and have got to talk about relationships as well. Take a look at these sentences. I have two brothers, or I have got two brothers. When we talk about relationships, we use have and have got. She has siblings. She has got siblings. They have only child. They have got only child. He has many friends. He has got many friends. She has no parents. She hasn't got parents. We have uncles and aunts. We have got uncles and aunts. All these sentences talk about relationships. We can also use have and have got to talk about appointments. Look at these examples. I have an interview this evening. I have an interview. Interview is an appointment. I have an interview this evening. He has a driving test tomorrow. He has a driving test tomorrow. We have a meeting with collector. We have a meeting. He has a driving test. I have an interview. Similarly, they have an appointment with the minister. They have an appointment with the minister. So in this way, we use have and have got to talk about appointments. You can replace all these sentences with have got. The meaning doesn't change. If you replace all these sentences with have got, if you use have got instead of have, the meaning doesn't change. The past form of have or have got is had. There is no had got. When we talk about present situation, we use have or have got, but when we talk about the past, we use had only. We use had only. We don't use had got. We use had with all kinds of nouns or pronouns. As I told you earlier, have can be used with I, we, you, they, whereas has can be used with he, she, it. But here, had can be used with all kinds of nouns and pronouns. Let us see these sentences. I had a bicycle. We don't say I had got a bicycle. There is no had got. I had a bicycle. We had 2 pairs of shoes. She had long hair. I had a headache. He had fever. They had an appointment with minister. All these sentences we use had to talk about the past, but not the present. There is no had got. Let us see how we use have and have got in questions and negative sentences. For example, you have health problems. This is the statement, this is the sentence. In questions, we use do because here have is the main verb. You have health problem means you do have health problems. You have health problems mean you do have health problems. Let us see, in questions we use the helping verb do because here have is the main verb, have is used as main verb. So we use the helping verb do to change the statement into an interrogative sentence. Do you have health problems? Do you have health problems? You can also say, have you health problems? Have you health problems? But this is less usual. Do you have health problems is used rather than have you health problems. We often use do you have health problems. Have you health problems is also correct, but it is less usual. The negative, let us see the negative form of have. You don't have health problems. You don't have health problems. We use don't. When we use have got, we change the statement into sentence with have. We change the statement into question using have. Here, have is the helping verb, got is the main verb. So, when we want to transform this sentence into a question, we use have you got health problems? Have you got health problems? The negative form of have is haven't. You haven't got health problems. This is in negative sentence. This is a positive statement, and we can change the statement into an interrogative sentence by using have. Here have is a helping verb, so we make a question using helping verb. Have you got health problems? And the negative form is you haven't got health problems. Let us see the past form of have. You had health problems. You had health problems. Here had is the past form of have. You had means you did have. Had means did have. You had health problems means you did have health problems. Let us see the question form of had. Did you have health problems? Because here had is the main verb. It is in the past form, so we use did to change the sentence into interrogative, into a question. The negative form of have, the negative form of had is didn't have. You didn't have health problems. This is negative statement. You didn't have health problems. Question becomes did you have health problems? We also use have, not have got. We don't use have got. We also use have for things we do or experience. We also use have to talk about some actions or experience. You can say have breakfast, have lunch, have a meal, have a cup of tea, have some ice cream, have something to eat. Have something to eat means eat something. We can also use have to talk about the actions. Have a swim, have a bath, have a shower. In the same way, have a look, have a chart, have a conversation, have a discussion, have a word, have a bed or shave. Similarly, we use have with have a break, have a rest, have a holiday, have a trip, have a journey, have fun, have a dream, have a party, have a good time, have a great time, have a nice day, in the like that. Have a sleep. We also use have with have fun, have trouble, have difficulty, have an experience, have an accident, have a quarrel, have an argument. Here, have a baby. We can also say have a baby. It means have a baby means to give birth to a baby. Have a baby means have a baby, or has a baby means to give birth to a baby. Okay, let us examine these sentences. I often have breakfast with my family. When we talk about breakfast, we can use have. Have breakfast means eat breakfast. Instead of other action verbs, we use have. I often have breakfast with my family means I often eat breakfast with my family. What do you prefer to have, tea or coffee? What do you prefer to have? Have means here drink. What do you prefer to have, tea or coffee? Let's have something to eat. Let's have something to eat. Have something to eat means let us eat something. Let us have something to eat. He starts work at 8 o'clock and has a rest at 11 o'clock. Has a rest. He has a shave twice a day. He has a shave twice a day. We use has with shame. She has difficulty managing things both at home and office. She has difficulty. In the same way, they have trouble. They have trouble finding a job. In this way, we use have to refer to other actions. Here, we use have to talk about the present situation, to talk about the present situation. Let us see some more examples. We can also use have in present perfect as well. We have had a discussion about the issue. We have had a discussion. Here we use had because this sentence is in present perfect. In present perfect, we normally use have. And had, here had indicates some action, discussion. We can use had in present perfect. Look at the sentence. We have had a discussion about the issue. Here, had, the past form of have, which refers to an action, a discussion. Here, we use the helping verb have in present perfect. So, we say, we have had a discussion about the issue. The same way, he has had a shower and getting dressed. He has had a shower. This had indicates this action, shower. He has had a shower. They have never had a quarrel. They have never had a quarrel. We have had a chat so far. We have had a chatting. We have had a chat so far. They have had many parties. We use have refer to parties. Here the past form of have is had. The sentence is in present perfect, so we use the helping verb have. So we can say they have had many parties. She has had great time. Here had refers to time. She has had great time. He has had a lot of experience in teaching. This had refers to experience. And this sentence is in present perfect, so we use has. He has had a lot of experience. To talk about past actions, we use had. To talk about present actions, we use have. But here, to talk about past actions, we use the past form of have, that is had. We had a lot of fun during our holiday. We had a lot of fun. Here, had refers to fun. We had a lot of fun during our holiday. I had a terrible dream last night. I had a terrible dream last night. Here, had indicates dream, the action. I had a terrible dream last night. They had a late lunch. They had a late lunch. He had a bath as soon as he got home. If we talk about present, he has a bath. But when we talk about the finished action, we use had. He had a bath as soon as he got home. And again, she had a trip to Spain 2 months ago. She had a trip to Spain 2 months ago. When we talk about the present, we can use has. She has a trip. When we talk about the present perfect, we can use she has had a trip. And when we talk about the finished action, past action, we use she had a trip. We can also use the continuous form of have when we refer to an action. Not refer to possession, illness, relationships, and appointments. We don't use ing form of have when we talk about possession. Look at these sentences. He phoned me while I was having a bath. Here have refers to the action of bath, so we can use the ing form of have. For example, you don't say I am having a car, because we must say I have a car. We don't say I am having a car, because we don't use have when we talk about possessions, illness. We don't use ing form of have to talk about possessions, but we can use have to talk about certain, instead of certain actions. You can say he phoned me while I was having a bath. We can say I was having a bath. Have in the ing form to refer to certain action. We are on holiday. We are having a great time. You can say have a great time, have a good time, have a wonderful time. We are having a great time. They are having a party next week. You can say have a party. So have refers to some action, so we can use the ing form of have. They are having a party. If have indicates some illness, you don't say they are having ulcer, they are having stomachache. We don't say they are having a party next week. We can say having a party. She is having an argument with them. She is having an argument with them. The action is in progress, it is happening, so we use the ing form of having. She is having an argument with them. We are having a rest now. Now we are having rest. We can use the ing form of have. She is having a lot of fun with her childhood friends. She is having a lot of fun. The chairman was having a discussion with the members. In this way, you can use the ing form of have to refer to some actions. We don't use the ing form of have to indicate possession, illness, relationships, appointments. In questions and negative sentences, we use do, does, did. Look at these sentences. Do you have breakfast every day? Do you have breakfast every day? Here have breakfast, have indicates some action. When have indicates some action, we use do when we make a question. When we transform this statement into a question, we use do, because here have functions as main verb, so we use do. Do you have breakfast every day? Does she have tea? The declarative sentence or the statement is she has tea. She has tea means she drinks tea. When we change the statement into question, we use does. Does she have tea? Has become have, because we use the question word does, the helping verb does. So the sentence she has tea becomes does she have tea when we change into a question. The same way, did you have a party last night? The normal statement, the declarative sentence is you had a party last night. You had a party last night. Here had can be divided into did and have. Had divided into did have. So we say did you have a party last night? When we change the sentence you had a party into a question, we use did you have a party last night? And in negative sentences, we use I don't usually have breakfast. She doesn't have tea. She has tea. The negative form becomes she doesn't have tea. The positive form is she has tea. Has can be divided into does have. So she doesn't have tea. The same way, they didn't have a party last night. The sentence they had a party, we change it into negative sentence by using didn't. They didn't have a party last night. A positive statement of this sentence is they had a party. Had can be divided into didn't have. So the negative form of the sentence is they didn't have a party last night. Thank you. We shall meet with one more grammar component in the next class.